What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ford Era. You got me, Solomon, here. We got my buddy's F450. Another friend let me borrow his Kaufman Mini 5 trailer. That's Snickers. And we're about to head up to Soddy Daisy. I'm actually going to be dropping Snickers off to my buddy Sean. He's going to be putting in a vintage air setup, new paintless wiring harness, and some Dakota digital gauges. So on the way up, we're going to drop that off to him and then hit Soddy Daisy. You guys enjoy all the B-roll. This is going to be a fun time. Alright guys, we just got over here to the gas station and we just put in 42 gallons, a little bit more, and we're on the way. I'm so excited to see a whole bunch of F100s and F150s on here. Can't wait. Alright, back on the road. Well, good morning everybody, and welcome back to Soddy Daisy. We just made it here. It is 8:45 a.m. and we've been driving this thing since like 3 in the afternoon yesterday. We stopped for a few hours to sleep, and now we're here. We're back here at the Soddy Daisy Collection. I am excited to load up a few more trucks and see what all is over here to continue figuring it out. So I'm going to pick you guys up in a little bit once we come up with a little bit of a game plan. Alright guys, so the plan is I want to show everybody as much detail about a lot of the trucks that are for sale, because everybody keeps asking me for photos, video, information. So right now I'm going to take my time, I'm going to walk around every truck, and if they're unlocked I'm going to show you the inside. If they're not unlocked, I'll not be able to show you the inside, and I'll give you as much information as I think I know about them. I could be wrong. Here is a 1968 or 9 F100 short bed. It's got a 302. It's a pretty nice looking truck. The bottom of this is rusty. You can see a little bit of bubbling. Interior. This is it's not bad, but it's not perfect. The roof is nice. The bed is straight. Tailgate off of a dent side. That's pretty funny, but it's actually straight. Bed on this side looks pretty good. It's a little, oh, it's bent in over here. I guess it's folded. You have to unbend that. Bottom of the door, again, has some rust. Let's pop her open. You guys can see. There we go. Nice little 302. Looks complete. I bet this one runs and drives. It's got the cool guy horns on it, which is pretty awesome. Here is a 78 or 9 F100 Explorer. This one's a short bed. It does not have a motor and transmission, but that's the only thing missing. It's a very straight and clean truck. You can see how nice that actually is. Looks like it's missing that door panel and this door panel, but I have door panels inside, so I could put a set in here. The bed, nice. I don't see any major rust on it. Tailgate matches. It's got like some cracking, I guess. Again, no major rust or nothing. This is probably the blue that it used to be, and then they repainted it. Yeah, it's actually a really nice truck. This one would make a great, oh, it's an AC cab, factory AC, tilt column. This would make a really cool, like Crown Vic swap front end or something, because it doesn't have a motor in it. There's a 78 or 9 F250 4x4. Well, actually, this is a it says F350 Ranger XLT. So there we go. It's the F350. Got the big boy front end under it, and locked. But you guys kind of see in there, the interior does not look super great, but it is an AC cab and all the components are in there. The bed isn't perfect. I mean, this is probably a good wheeling rig, or get this, take the chassis, and you find another truck here that's in better condition. Here's a cool looking super cab. Not sure of the front, so I'm not sure what year it is yet. We'll get there in a second. Another super cab. Let's stay on this one. Looks like somebody dropped something on the bed over here. Corners look pretty good. Bottom of the doors look pretty good. The drip rail's got a little bit of a bend. I don't know why that fender's not bolted in. Doesn't let the door open correctly. So this one's a 150 Ranger. It's a two-wheel drive. Let's see if we can get the hood open. I'm not sure we could, because for some reason the latch piece is missing. I'm not sure what motor's in here. Here is a 79 150, and this one is a 4x4. This one's actually a really nice truck. It's got a beautiful bed on it. You could tell it was a Ranger XLT bed because it's got all the holes for the trim. Bottom's a little bit rusty, not too bad. The roof's in good condition, it looks like. Got a little bit of bubbling, but nothing crazy. AC cab, interior looks decent. And there we go on that one. See what's under the hood. Not like I'm gonna know. I don't really know motors just by looking at them. Doesn't want to open either. Right. There we go. Oh, nice. AC, everything. Carburetor looks actually brand new. Got a nice Holly on there. Very nice. I'm pretty sure this thing runs and drives too. Ugh. Here we've got a 79 Ranger XLT short bed. Nice. Okay, this one, gets the carburetor's off. Used to be air conditioned, it looks like, but they took that stuff off too. So I'm not gonna say this one runs, but it could, I'm sure. This is actually a super nice truck. Very solid. Here's a pinhole. Here's some more, but cab corners, super solid. Interior is all here. Ranger XLT door panels and tan. Dash, AC, everything. Headliner, all the trim. It's a nice truck. Drip rails are perfect. Oh yeah. Super nice. Here's a 78 F250 4x4 with the service body on it. This thing is pretty rad. It's got a little bit of rust, but it's actually pretty good. Bottoms are good. Cab corners are good. Everything is on it. It matches. Heck to the yeah. Here's the F450 4x4. This thing is actually really nice. He said this runs and drives really nicely. He drove it home from South Carolina and then parked it here. Let's see if the inside is open. Nope. Door's locked. It's got a nice seat, pretty cool gun rack in it. Air conditioned cab, Ranger XLT. It's got all the trim and everything on the dash. Oh, cruise control steering wheel. Here is a 78 F100 4x4 short bed. It looks funny because it's got a bunch of different colors of paint, but it's actually pretty straight. This truck, probably if someone painted it, would be a really nice looking truck. Yeah, the bottoms of the stuff are good. Of course, the door is locked. Everything's on here. Yeah, it's a complete truck. It's actually not bad at all. This would be a good builder for somebody. A little bit of rust over here. This will be a really good like wheeling truck. And here is a super cab. This one I believe's got a 302 EFI motor. It's pretty rough. I'd let this thing go cheap. The roof is not so great, but it is a complete truck. Cruise control, factory air, all of that. And then we got this Explorer, and she is a beautiful peach. It's a 73 to 5, not sure exactly the year. Original paint. You could see we power washed it, and that's what it all looked like before. We just left it because it's kind of cool, and this cleaned right up. So if this was buffed, it would look gorgeous. And it's in really nice shape. Like the bottom of the doors, everything on this is beautiful. I absolutely love the interior on this. Look at that bench seat. The thing is rad. Super solid truck. Everything matches on it. I like this one a lot. Let's see. Here we have an F450. I believe it's a 79. This one runs and drives. It's a 4x4. Bed's got some typical rust right there. The floors got a little bit. AC cab. Complete interior, but you know, needs looked over. It's actually a pretty looking truck. 78 or 9. And then got some crew cabs, but they're spoken for. What else is over here? Got a bullnose. I actually don't think I've seen this one because it was always buried. So we've got a bullnose hijacker. Nice, that's cool. Got some sort of graphics on it. It's an Explorer package. Everything doesn't match, but it's got all the parts on it, so that's nice. Let's see if it's open. Nope. Alright, it's an AC cab. Seems like everything is in here. Looks pretty good. Here's another super cab. This one's also a little bit beat. It's not too bad. Let's see. Yeah, bottom of the doors ain't too bad. The roof is where it's not so good. AC cab. It's got everything in it. It's got the back seat even. Here is a truck that you guys have kind of seen, but it's always been deeply buried. So this is another sandbox. This I'm calling the Dove because it's got like a moon and dove on it. It's got no motor and transmission. It's a 78. It's pretty freaking cool. It's got a nice lift. Looks like some 38s and turbines. Needs some work, but it's a sandbox and we all know how badass they are. I love it. Alright, and then we got us that little Ranger. I believe it's like an 85 Ranger, I'm not sure. I don't really know too much about them. It's a pretty clean truck. The only thing I don't like about it is somebody put a sunroof in it once upon a time, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. And we got a long bed. And then I'll come back to the crew cab row in a minute. Here is a 78 or 9 4x4 short bed. Actually looks like it's a pretty clean truck. Non-AC cab. Everything's in here. It's nice and complete. It's always good. And then we got cabs galore. If anybody's looking for a cab, I've got a cab. So dent side, slick, dent, bump, super cab, dent. And the cabs are basically somewhere between $400 and $1,000 a piece. Here we've got, this is a 73-5. Pretty cool color. It is a fairly solid truck. Ooh, nice AC cab. It's got bucket seats. Very cool. Just making a project for somebody. I don't see any rust in the bottom, but it does have the trim, so hard to tell. It's got a tailgate that matches. So that's always really nice. Very cool. This thing with a power wash would really clean up well. We got this Galaxy. It's very rusty, but if somebody wants a cool project to like put, you know, a big motor and do something silly, this one would probably be perfect for that, but it's kind of holy. And then here we got the crew cabs. So I'm only gonna walk over to the ones that are for sale. That way you guys don't get your hopes up on trucks that you can't get. So this bump slide is spoken for. This bump slide is spoken for. This dent side, however, is not spoken for. And we've got a bed for it. That's the bed sitting on the ground. The color doesn't match, but it is a nice bed. So this is a factory F26 4x4 F250. It's got everything on it. So door panels in the front ain't that great, but the backs are. It's a factory AC cab. As you can see, the doors open really nicely. Bottom of the doors have a little bit of pinholes. This is looking good, all good. Got a little bit of rust up here. Cab corner's got some rust in it. Let's see what else. Bottom of the doors are good. Bottom of the fender is good. Bottom of these doors, fender, little pinhole right there. All good. A little bit of work you're gonna need to do in them corners. Again, a tiny little bit of rust right over there. Also, good door panels. You can see from the inside, this is gonna need some work. But the rest of it's actually looking really nice. This cab corner is actually not rusty, but it's got like a little separation there. Probably need to fix that. And there's that one. Here we've got the safari truck or hunting truck. And this thing is actually a really nice rig, if you can imagine it without this on it and with a new bed, which we might do. So this is a 76 or 7 4x4 crew cab. It's been fully rhino lined and starting to peel the rhino line, but it's actually not wholly rust, which is nice. But it is starting to peel that stuff. The bed is, unless you're going to use it for what it is, you probably are just going to put a new bed on it. But what's really crazy to me about this truck is how nice the interior is. I mean, the door panels are perfect. The seats are absolutely perfect. The headliner's falling, but that's just from the heat. There's no apparent rust on any of the jams. I mean, if they didn't rhino line this thing, it looks like the paint is, or was, perfect on it. Let's see, F26. But this thing is just beautiful. I really like this truck. It's got a 390 in it. And then on to the next row. So over here, this is a 79 F250 Ranger XLT 4x4. This one's got really cool original black patina. What I love about it is it's got red interior, 4-speed. This thing's just really cool. Non-air conditioned. The cab is very nice and solid. The bed does have rust right over here, but the floor is super solid too. So I think you could put like flares, nobody would notice, or if you don't care, like this is a really cool truck. Same thing on this side. This right over here, you got some holes. Bottom of this door is actually a little bit rough, but it's still really cool. I believe this one also will run and drive. Here is a 71 or 2 F100. It's got incredibly cool patina. Interior is complete. Super cool truck. This thing is going to make a really nice truck one day. Then over here, it's got the freewheeling truck. She might be rough, but it's still really cool. I don't know what the plan is with this, but probably gonna sell it. It's got all the freewheeling stuff on the inside, which is nice. I mean, this thing to be put back on the road and actually start wheeling again would be awesome. Here we got a super cab that's pretty much for parts, so this one will be super duper cheap. And she's fairly rough. I mean, when the front of the roof starts peeling up like that, you know it's an issue. And then here we've got a 66 F100 4x4. This truck's pretty roached. It's got no motor and transmission. Actually, it's got a transmission, but no motor. But it's got the axles, the chassis, all that stuff. So I would assume somebody would want this to do a body swap with a 2-wheel drive one. Does not come with the parts in the bed, so it'll be very affordable. Here's another. This one's a, I believe, also 73-5. This one's a nice truck, but also a little bit rough around the edges. Got a little bit of rough right there. But the bottom of the doors are nice. Got a little pinhole here. Roof looks good. Door is locked. Yep. Here is a 80 or 81 2-wheel drive F100 Ranger. It does not have a motor, but that's the only thing it doesn't have. It's got really cool patina. It's very nice and solid. The interior on this doesn't even make sense how clean it is. Just like perfectly clean, which is something I love to see. It's got the camper shell on it. And it's a nice rig. Well, the camera died, but we're back over here. So you guys saw that bullnose. Here's a 78 F150 4x4. Pretty cool truck. It's actually fairly solid, but it does have a little bit of rust in the bottoms. But the roof and all that is in great condition. Doors are locked. The bed is in actually really nice condition. Tailgate. Side of the bed looks really good. It's just a really nice truck. Good, cheap, affordable truck. Another F100 4x4. This one's also good, affordable truck. It's cool. It's not missing anything. Another really cheap truck, but it's got no front end, so we'll have to load it with the forklift if someone wants it. And then got one chassis. We got this awesome 60 or 58 to 60, not sure exactly which one. Patina is rocking on this thing, and it's got a super cool grill guard. And then we have the 61 F450. This thing's pretty roached, but it's still really cool. This one's pretty cheap. So that's it. That's the walk around. I'm gonna be posting photos and more stuff on these, and now we're gonna start getting some stuff loaded. As we load, I'll pick you guys up. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got no bench seat in here, so I'm gonna go drive over to where all the seats are and grab one. So we ended up going with the blue one because it was in the best condition, as you guys can see. Now we're gonna go load this bad boy. Alright guys, so it's been a few hours. I haven't been taking videos because we just wanted to get this stuff done. Check this out though. Got Galaxy Sandbox, a nice Ranger F100 short bed, the Dove Sandbox neighbor, and then a badass little Explorer. We couldn't fit anything up here, sadly. So that's it. We're gonna hit the road back home. See you guys at the road. Guys, so we left like 5 minutes ago, and we're getting some like torrential downpours. Just figured I'd show you. It's lightening up, but it's fun. First time ever towing something this heavy, this big, this tall, and it's raining and super windy, and we're top heavy. So right now, wish us luck. Alright guys, we are over here at Buc-ee's, and we're gonna fuel up. And I figured now, since it's not raining, I'll give you guys a little bit more of a look at what we got. So there's my boy Adrian. He came along to help out on copies. So we got the Galaxy Sandbox, the short bed, the Dove Sandbox, and this Explorer. It's just a really awesome setup. That's just so cool. We're gonna fuel up and then head out. Alright guys, we just got a casualty. One of our tires popped and that sucks. So let's go see what's wrong. Yeah, that popped. Luckily we got a Love's right there, and the tire didn't do anything to the truck, so that's good. We decided we're gonna take it over to the Love's, and we're gonna see if I can buy a tire, because it's not my trailer. And instead of using one of his spares, I'll buy him a new tire because it's the least thing that we could do. So here we go. So we ended up not getting a tire at the Love's. They only carry Michelin, and it was $681 for one tire. And I called my guy at home, and he's like, yeah, it's 175 bucks. So we're gonna just put the spare on it. So we came to the Love's. So we're gonna fuel up, and then we're gonna go park in a parking spot, change the tire, and keep on keeping on. guys, here's where the real fun starts. Our spare tire is no good. We already put one on. And now, see, that's our spare right there. Yep. That baby's toasted. Okay guys, so we've made it over here safely to just this big parking lot right off the highway. And we don't have a spare, so what we're doing is we're gonna strap the axle up. We're gonna keep driving and we'll see how far we can get. The plan is hopefully we can get to the next big truck stop, and then maybe we'll find someone who will sell us a spare, or maybe the truck stop will have this tire at an affordable price or something. If not, we've got help kind of if we need it. It's just kind of far out, so we don't want to do it if we don't have to. So we'll update you guys. All right guys, so here's our temporary solution. We have the axle hung from here and here, and we're gonna try to make it to the next truck stop where hopefully they will have some tires. All right everybody, so it's 3:02 in the morning, and we made it over here to the TA. They finally got to us. We pulled off the old wheel and tire, and then we had them fix the spare that was no good. It actually needed a full patch, so we got that on there, and right now he's torquing. And that means that we're about to hit the road again. We got about 6 hours left, so we're gonna try not to pop any more tires. Wish us luck. Alright guys, so we just made it. We're here in Miami, and we did suffer a small casualty. The windshield on the Dove truck, something hit it, probably a tree or something, but that looks like the only damage, and that's it. We left Miami on Wednesday at 3 p.m. and it's now Friday at 10:24 a.m. and we're back. And actually, let me see on the trip calendar how many miles we logged and how many gallons and stuff we used. Second. All right, so 1,490 miles, 8.3 average miles per gallon. And it's actually a little bit more than that because I only remembered to reset the trip odometer like 60 miles in. But right now we're going to start unloading this stuff and get it into the shop, and you guys get to see all of that. We are all unloaded. Got the Galaxy Sandbox in the shop, and just inside here in front of the door. Greg yesterday brought the Midas truck, the Lighthouse Sandbox, this little short bed, and then we also stuck the Dove Lighthouse outside, and then the Explorer. And now we're gonna go drop back off the trailer, and then I'm gonna go to sleep because it's Friday. I haven't slept since Wednesday, or Tuesday actually. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button. Have any questions, comments, drop them down below. And if you don't already, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.